When I started my entrepreneurial journey, I was filled with self-doubt. Like, who was I to think that I could start an online business, let alone make it successful? But it was 2015 and I knew there were people doing it. I just didn't know how. But I was at a time of crisis in my own life between the death of a husband, a bankruptcy, and a very bleak future with no retirement savings or retirement plan in place. I'd been in my corporate job for about 5 years at that time, after 23 years of self-employment. And both work situations left me feeling frustrated and unfulfilled and increasingly unhappy. And really, whether self-employed or corporate employee, you're still sort of enslaved to the job. I wasn't getting any younger, and the thought of working in that corporate job until I was 70 or more just left me desperate for something more. And my children are adults, but even so, they change and they grow, and eventually I'll have grandchildren. And it just breaks my heart to consider that I wouldn't be a regular part of their lives because I was enslaved to this job. I was so afraid that I would spend the next 15 to 20 years in a job that I didn't really care about, missing more and more family events, missing adventure and the new experiences that I dreamed about. And for what? For a pension and a retirement that may not even be guaranteed to allow me to live comfortably, let alone have some of those experiences that I crave. So there's this story of a man who wanted to learn how to ski. And he reasoned that if he worked hard now, that when he retired, he'd be able to live near a mountain and ski every day. So he was holding out. But when he finally reached retirement age, he realized that the last thing he wanted to do at this stage in his life was risk breaking a leg on a mountain ski slope. So he never did realize his dream of learning to ski. And if I didn't do something to change my life, I would continue to die a little each day with a knowing in my gut that there's so much more out there for me. And the more I procrastinated, putting up with the status quo, I began to be aware more and more of something. I realized that I was actually more afraid of spending the next 15 years working at a job that I don't really care about and perhaps never experiencing true fulfillment than I was of the risk of failure while pursuing my passions and my dreams and my purpose. I was more and more sure that the only way my life was going to change was if I figured out how to change it myself. No one's going to come knocking on my door. So I began by taking responsibility for all of my past choices, which was really quite freeing because I realized that if I was responsible for all my past choices and how every decision, every choice I've made in the past that got me to this point in my life right now, right here, today, that I could be responsible for my future too. And that realization, while it's a little bit scary, it really empowered me to begin making new choices. I wanted something I never had before, so I had to learn and do things that I'd never done before and become the kind of person that I'd never been before. So like I said, it was 2015, the information age. So I decided to seek out what skills was I going to need to have more freedom in my life. And that's when I came across this video while I was surfing around YouTube, much like the one you probably did today. And there was this guy talking about how he started an online business and all he needed was his laptop and an internet connection, and he could take his business anywhere in the world. And I knew right away that this was what I had been looking for. And he offered me this 7-day video series, and that series was shot by the two co-founders, Stuart Ross and Jay Kubisak. And it explained all about affiliate marketing and the digital economy and what an online business looks like and who it could be for. It doesn't matter if you have no technical skills at all or if you've never been in business before. Anyone can get started, and with hard work and determination and a willingness to learn and be committed, anyone can succeed. In that one moment, I made a decision. It was a super small decision. It was just to enter my email so that I could find out a little bit more about this online business thing. But ever since that day, a couple years ago, my life has taken a whole new direction, and the world is my oyster, and I know now that there's so much potential out there and there's room for everyone. Tony Robbins says, your destiny is determined by the choices that you make. Choose now, choose well. I love that quote. I don't have it all figured out yet. I'm still on my journey, but I am at a point where I'd like to offer that very same video series to anyone else who feels like I did. Like, you don't want to keep deferring life. You're ready to make a change. You're ready to learn some new skills, and you're ready to take control of your future. You're ready to create your future history. Just do what I did. Click the link. It's either down here or maybe it's up there, depending on what device you're using. Enter your email and watch those same videos. It's completely free, and while it's not for everyone, at least you'll be able to make a more informed choice about your future and whether or not it could be for you. My life looks so different today from 2 years ago. I can't imagine how I would be feeling had I not made that one small choice to click the link, enter my email, and it may sound dramatic, but that's how different my life looks today and how much more fulfilled and excited I am on a daily basis. I have to share this awakening with as many people as possible. And if you do decide that you're ready to learn the skills necessary to upgrade your life, then I'll definitely be talking to you personally later. And I really look forward to it. Bye for now.